Judge, I'll get one for you.
All right, thank you.
Judge, the next matter is Seth Chansey. We're asking without objection that this matter be continued. Mr. Noakes represents the co-defendant in this matter, and I'm sure that he's going to be filing or asking for the same relief.
That is correct. We just got a bunch of discovery in over the weekend, actually.
December 30th, thank you.
Next matter is James Ercard, E-R-K-A-R-D. Mr. Ercard is present, Judge. Judge, this case just got into this division. We're respectfully asking for a continuance so the state can put together their PTI offer for us.
There's no objection to
All right.
continuing.
December 30th then.
Thank you. Judge, the final matter that I have is Kelvin Wise, W-I-S-E. Your Honor, I think this case is based on allegations that are 8 years old. We're not sure the witnesses will be located. However, we're cooperating with the state to try to find them. The state agrees with me that December 30th makes sense, I believe.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, December 30th.
Judge, I do have the guidelines on Brunson.
Okay.
Judge, one final matter, William Johns. We're asking, I think there's no objection that this matter be.
Of course, there's no objection, Your Honor.
Is he on the docket today?
Yeah. Yeah, we're
All
covering
right,
for the
December
co-defendants
30th.
counsel.
December 30th.
Judge, it makes sense from our perspective to move it past December 30th. This is going to be a long and voluminous discovery process that's not finished.
I would agree with counsel, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to move it to the 30th. I don't have a date. Do I have a date?
That'll be fine. Thank you, Judge.
Y'all can file a motion for continuance
Very well.
at that date.
Thank you, Your
Okay,
Honor.
all right. Tim Shaw.
Morning, Judge. Tim Shaw, and let me just finish clearing up the William Johns. I know you put it on 12:30. We were asked by the counsel for the co-defendants. The co-defendant is one of the co-defendants is Evan Daniel Reynolds, 22 CF 1476. His attorney, Stephen Webster. And then Brandon Reed Hardaway, his attorney's Nathan Prince. They're asking for the same date, Judge.
Well, we'll put it for December 30th, and I should have some dates on that day to give
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Next case I have, Judge, is Thomas Christopher Laggett, 23 CF 2423. Judge, we're waiting. I had done a public records request from FDLE probably 6 weeks ago. I haven't gotten a response from them responsive to the request. I'd like to, if we can, leave it on for Monday without subs in case we can get it resolved. The VOP is set for Thursday or just later next week.
Let's leave it for Monday, and we'll talk before then and see what you get.
Sounds good.
All right, so that's November 4th?
Yes, Judge, November 4th without subs.
All right.
Next judge is Jonathan Reed Roller, 22 CF 1977 and 2047. We're asking to put that on for 12:30. We have gotten a new offer from the state and need to discuss that with the client.
December 30th.
And the co-defendant on that is Eric Nicholas. Jay Patel asked me to cover that, and we'd also put him on 12:30 as well.
All right. 12:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. LaPella.
Sean LaPella for the record, representing Dwayne Armsby. Your Honor, in this case, We tried to set a deposition on the alleged victim in the case, Ms. Odom, but have been unsuccessful. I'm not sure if the state has a viable address for her or not. In the interim, I guess we should just maybe leave it set for docket day.
November 4th.
Very good. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Mr. Switek? Another piece of paper. They can write it on the back here.
Well, I don't want to take your notes if you got it.
Okay, Mr. Switek?
Morning, Your Honor. First case is Luis Lopez, 22 CF 1418. We have another round of depositions in that case, Your Honor.
That is correct, Your Honor.
December 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor. And next is Jared Pierce. He's here on two cases, 2018 CF 2647, 2024 CF 1948. And I'm waiting on a decision by the state as to what they're going to do with this case.
That is correct, Your Honor. We need to review some documentation before we made the filing decision on this one. We just set it out for the next pretrial, and it may resolve itself
All
prior
right,
to that.
December 30th.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
That's
I'll
I
let
got
you know,
this
Mr. Switek. Thank you.
morning. Okay.
All right, Ms. Dudley?
And Your Honor, on Pierce, I talked to the state attorney's office this morning. He has a prior sex offense. He's currently has GPS on. And we will keep it on if he is qualified. Is
All right.
that fine?
Okay, that's
I think
good.
that me and the state attorney's office had talked this morning.
Okay, that's fine, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Destiny Jackson in 24 CF 852 and 24 CF 1681. I was just retained in 24 CF 1681. I would ask for a continuance to the next pretrial, Your Honor.
December 30th.
Your Honor, the last one I have is Jennifer Odom. We have waived her appearance. It's 24 CF 378, 24 CF 120. We can leave it on the 4th for P or C. We're hoping to see if we can try to get it worked out.
November 4th.
That's all I have, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Harper coming, Mr. Gilbert. Ms. Harper?
Morning again, Your Honor. Michael Gilbert on behalf of River Harper and 23 CF 1883, 23 CF 2601, 23 CF 2225, and 24 CF 1743. She is present. We are working on a resolution. I request continuance.
No objection.
December 30th, thank you.
All I have.
We got a list going. Chris Crawford,
Yes, Your Honor. Morning.
morning.
I have two cases with the court this morning. The first one is Mr. Isaiah Drawsand. Mr. Drawsand's with us. We were hoping to resolve it today, but with the transition, it may be best for us to set it for November 4th. We spoke with Mr. Cody Spruce before our last hearing, and Mr. Drawsand was going to appear at the last hearing, but he was coming in from South Florida, and Hurricane Helene caused some issues with his travel coming up. So I spoke with the state. If we could set it for November 4th for a plea, we will have everything buttoned up and ready to go.
All right. November 4th.
Thank you, Ari. And what time? 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor. The next one I have
Is
is,
he coming up here from South Florida?
he is, Your Honor.
Well, what do y'all need to do to get it wound up? Why can't we do it today?
I think
It's a
there was,
plea.
Judge, we just need to drop the paperwork. If we could, if he wants to pass the matter, I can get that printed if that,
Why don't we got a big docket.
and I got time.
You want to hang around or would you rather come back November 4th? Would you rather come back November 4th? You want to wait around and see if we can get it done today? Okay. We'll try to get to you today.
thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, the next one I have is in custody is Mr. Randy Reedon.
Mr. Reedon, okay.
And Your Honor, we're seeking one last continuance. We took the depositions of the particular troopers last cycle. These individuals were all from the Tampa location. There's one additional that we need to depose, and I'm also waiting on GPS coordinates from a public records request. I believe that we can get all that done within the court's next cycle.
No objection.
All right, December 30th.
And Your Honor, I'll wait with Mr. Rawsand.
Dixie Powell. Dixie. Morning.
Just have one case, Garrett King.
What you want to do?
We just leave it set. I don't know when is docket day or when's the next court
November
date.
4th.
What time?
Nine.
What day, I'm sorry?
November 4th?
Can we leave it there for a plea or continuance? I think we can get it worked out.
Yeah. November 4th.
Thank you, sir.
Is that it? Okay, thank you. Gil Powell.
Morning, Judge. I got Bryson Gurney is 22-1043C.
Bryson Gurney.
Yes, Your Honor. 22 is a waiver on file.
Where's he at? I mean, what you want to do?
We're going to put it on the next miscellaneous docket. I think we've got a plea work.
November 4th?
No, not that one.
What about November 7th or December 5th?
November 7th is the status?
And you can't go December the 5th. Could you go December the 5th?
What?
December the 5th.
We put them on the 7th and see if we can get it resolved by then, and if not, we'll move it to the 5th.
Leave it for the 7th, Judge.
All right, November 7th.
We might have to move it, but I'm going to hope that we can get it
All
done
right.
there.
Okay.
Judge Bowe's got one 23 CF 138, Jason McDonald. Hey, Jason. And
All right,
we'd like to continue this case. I believe these are new charges.
December 30th.
No objection.
What? Not now. December
All right,
30th.
thank you. Is that
Judge,
it?
the last case I got is for Chris Garrett, covering for him. This case is Helen Sexton, 24 CF 1835. There's a waiver on file. We need to continue. I don't think there's an objection from the state.
Helen Sexton,
Yes, Your Honor.
December 30th.
That's all I have, Judge. Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Judge.
All right. Is it Russ Ramey or Ramsey? Ramey, okay.
Your Honor, may it please the court, I have three cases this morning. First case is State of Florida versus Andrew Fox, 24 CF 1596. Spoke with the state. If we could move that to the December 30th docket.
All right, December 30th.
And next is State of Florida versus Jordan Fisher, 24-12-34. Spoke to the state on that case as well, and we need to see some discovery in that case. If we can move that on December docket, state was in agreement with that.
What was that name?
Jordan Fisher.
There's no objection, but I am showing we don't have a demand yet.
All right, December 30th.
Next is in custody, State versus Anthony Miles. Miles has companion cases as well, Your Honor. This case is 17-3441. We're in the process of coordinating depositions in the state of Mississippi that have been problematic as far as scheduling is concerned. I spoke with Ms. Bossaw, and we had asked the court to move it to the December 30th docket.
That's without objection, Your Honor, and I indicated to Mr. Ramey that I'd be available short notice if we could try to get those in.
All right, December 30th.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. Pleasure to
Thank
see
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Can you please come and see me? I do have an urgent matter to talk to you.
I can't see you today. I got court.
No, I understand.
See you soon.
Chris Scott.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
Honor, Chris Scott here on behalf of Thomas McDonald,
Okay.
24-1992 and 24-1961. And Your Honor, this is a recent appointment for me. I've communicated through family and an investigator with Mr. McDonald. I believe we're going to have to set depositions. I would request that this is set for a pretrial. If you'll give it to me in January, I think we can have those depositions completed.
I do December 30th because I don't have a date yet.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, my next case is Chris Scott on behalf of Jeffrey Brown.
Brown. What was the date that I can tell me?
12:30. Your Honor, this case is similarly situated to the last one. I've just been appointed to Mr. Brown, working on getting discovery. I would ask that this is also set out to 12:30 to allow an opportunity to get that discovery.
All right, 12:30.
Chris Scott, I'll be able to talk to you soon, okay? Your Honor, also Chris Scott standing in for Charles Williams, who represents Landon Whittington. Okay. No, I'll waive his appearance. And Your Honor, in this case, Mr. Williams indicates that he's working with the state to try to get to a resolution. So I would ask that this is set out to that 12:30 date as well.
And that was Whittington.
Landon Whittington.
All right, December 30th.
And Your Honor, Chris Scott on behalf of Charles Williams, who represents Keith Shanklin. And Your Honor, in this case, Mr. Williams is working on the resolution. He says that at the next court hearing, he'll either announce a resolution or set it for trial. So I would ask that this one is set to the 12:30 date as well.
All right,
No objection.
okay, December 30th.
Thank you, Judge. And then the last one, Your Honor, I was appointed standby to Sixto Rivera.
Okay. Mr. Rivera, are you still unable to financially hire an attorney?
I won't hire an attorney, Your Honor.
You don't have a financial ability?
I submitted a motion to dismiss charges on Friday. I don't know if it got to me.
I have not seen that, sir.
If it didn't, I probably had put the wrong email. I'll put the right one and I'll send it to Becky, to your assistant. But yes, I did. Your Honor, if you don't mind, if you would like to see this one.
Well, I can't read it right now because we got a whole courtroom full of people.
No, it was just to present it, so you know, and I'm requesting this to be heard as soon as possible.
Have you had a chance to meet with your standby attorney?
No, I have not. And also, the state requested, when we were here last time, the state requested time. Back in August 28, they requested time due to the amount of evidence that I provided. They also requested to meet with me, but then when I called them, when I communicated with them, they told me that their calendar was overbooked already. So there was no time for us to
I'm
meet.
gonna try to let y'all, since he's got standby attorney now, get him that discovery.
I didn't hear the first sentence.
Since he's got standby attorney now,
Yes, sir.
get him that discovery.
The discovery has been given, Your
It
Honor.
has been given.
It's
It
been
was
given.
just,
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right.
one of us. Okay, good. I think we're both gonna say the same thing, sir. Mr. Rivera did provide me with discovery that I was trying to go over, and I was gonna try to meet with him, but unfortunately, we've had a few trials, had a few motions going. It's been a little bit beyond crazy. So if the court wishes to set that motion to dismiss on an available docket, I can review it, but obviously I.
Have you had a chance to discuss the case with the standby attorney?
I have not, Your Honor. I can certainly do that with Mr. Scott if he wishes to do so.
Mr. Rivera, is your finances still tied up in a divorce case?
Yes, and then a lot of other things.
All right, I think
I'm
I
still
found.
paying for that. I'm still back paying, I guess, for the attorneys that I hired.
I think I found some case law that I've entered an order saying that you can qualify for a full attorney. Because
Apologize.
I believe I found some case law that says you can qualify for a court-appointed attorney.
Yes, which is what we tried to do last
I
time.
know, I found some case law that's, I'm gonna appoint Mr. Scott here as a full-time attorney, not just standby. I found some case law that says that, I believe it says that he can have access because his finances are tied up in litigation and he doesn't have access to it. I'm gonna appoint Mr. Scott as full-time attorney. And, so you'll have a better chance of negotiating, going to trial, going through just filing your proper motions or file whatever motions you have. So we're going to give Mr. Scott a chance and set this for December 30th.
December 30th?
Thank
And
you.
Your Honor, if Mr. Scott is available tomorrow, sir, I can give you a call and we can kind of get each other up to speed so that we can keep Mr. Rivera moving.
And please get with Mr. Scott and discuss your motions so he can present your motions for you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is this set for a pretrial on 12:30 or to hear this motion?
Pre-trial.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay,
The
thank
motion
you.
is on standby now for.
He's on full-time status.
So
Yeah, we'll talk.
Get with Mr. Rivera, and he's got a, he's disabled. I think he's got a guard dog or something. Is that? Yeah. Discuss how that may,
Yes, sir.
You know what to do.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business.
All right. Mr. Catalanic?
Your Honor, I have one case on the docket today. It's Ms. Tamika Hilliard, Hilliard. I filed a waiver of appearance, Judge, 24 CF 1487. We have deposition scheduled for December 18th. I don't think that the state has an objection, obviously.
That's correct.
December 30th.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. Appreciate it.
All right. Mr. Nope, so you got some cases?
Morning, Your Honor. Judge, I've got, first case is Robert Anderson. He's an inmate. Judge, I was just gonna say, leave it set for docket day. The state conveyed an offer last week, and I met with him at the jail, this weekend, so, I mean, if you wanna bring him out, great, but I'm fine if we just leave it set for docket day on, November 4th. And for the record, that's 23 CF 2338.
Trying to find you on my docket here, Mr. Noakes.
Judge, I think Well, when I
I
printed
got
it
you.
out over the
Okay, now,
weekend, it
what was
taken-
that? Barnhill?
Well, Anderson was first,
Anderson? Okay.
and that was leaving set for November 4th. And then Mr. Barnhill, Judge, we've set depositions for November 6th. So I was going to ask to continue it.
All right, December 30th.
Judge, I then have Madison Chansey, 23 CF 427. She's a co-defendant with Mr. Flowers' client who got continued to 12/30, and we'd asked to do the same.
All right. December 30th.
Judge, I then have Justin Diaz. We just finished up. Yes. We just finished the depositions on 21 CF 2951. And I know the state and I are talking about, there's a pending case in Walton County. There may be a way to resolve all of this. I just asked to leave it set for docket day, so we'll be in a better position to know where we're at.
Yeah,
Clear continuance.
November 4th.
Judge, I then have Bonnie Sue Hahn. She's present. Judge, I'm going to leave it set for docket day, clear continuance. It's a fairly new case to me. We just got some discovery in, and I'm going to give her the discovery today, and then if we leave it set for docket day on 11/4, we may be able to resolve
All
it.
right, November 4th.
Wait on me, okay. Judge, I then have Michelle Kemp, 24 CF 328. Judge, we are trying to set the deposition of one of the officers, so I was going to ask to continue this.
No objection.
December 30th.
Judge, I then have J.C. Rycroft, R-Y-C-R-O-F-T, 24 CF 1676.
Okay.
Judge, I plan to leave it to docket day. I don't see her here. Not had any contact as of yet with her. So let's leave it set for docket day, and let's see if I can figure out if she bonded out and who her bondsman is, but I need to talk to her, obviously.
All right, November 4th, if she doesn't show up, I'm going to issue a capias.
I understand, Judge. Judge, I then have William Talbot, and Judge, the state and I have agreed to set the deposition of one officer, and we're in the process of, she sent the specific name, I guess, Thursday or Friday of last week, maybe Wednesday. And so we're trying to set it, let's just leave it set for docket day so we don't lose track of it, clear continuance.
November 4th.
Judge, and then I've got Aaron Zimmerman. Mr. Zimmerman's present. Judge, I want to leave it set for docket day so that I can go talk to Ms. Turner this week. Clear continuance. We're gonna resolve it.
Okay, November 4th.
Oh, wait on me, please. Judge, I have two for Mr. Hardy. Byron Harrison, he wants left set for docket day. And Mr. Ramirez, also left set for docket day. He did not say if,
All right, November 4th on both those cases.
thank you, Judge. I believe that's all I've got.
Mr. Cobb? Jason Cobb?
Yes, sir. I just need a moment to talk to the prosecutor.
All right, Baptiste? Luis Baptiste? Ricky Daedrum. We have anything on Daedrum, a motion or anything? On Jordan Fisher, Ricky Daedrum. They did. Any other private attorneys out there that I can't see right now? All right, Mr. Crawford?
Yes, we're ready on,
Okay, good.
Just sign right here. This is what we discussed before. I just had to put it pen to paper because the other guy didn't do it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, this is Isaiah Drawson, 24 CF 370.
We can talk about that. Okay, perfect.
Just a minute, Judge. Thanks for bearing with us while we got this together.
Mr. Drawson, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for us court's true, so help you God. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
May I approach, Judge?
All right, it's 24 CF 370, State of Florida versus Isaiah Drawson. Mr. Drawson, you want to enter a no contest plea to charge of possession of controlled substance, a third-degree felony, and count 2, the state's going to drop that charge.
That's correct.
So you want to enter a plea to third-degree felony possession of a controlled substance? And did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work your attorney's done for you on your case?
Yes, sir. Very happy.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Court withholds adjudication of guilt, $615 court costs, $100 fine. Oh, well, is it no probation and no jail time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I see why you're happy. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, one last thing. He had a lawfully owned firearm that was taken and held by the sheriff's office during the pendency of the case. I don't know if we need an order from the court. Sometimes with firearms, law enforcement does prefer an order. If needs be, can I send one up? It's just for the return of the property.
That was the sheriff's office?
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk to the sheriff's office attorney, Marcia Weaver.
Okay.
And then if it's not being held for some other reason or case or whatever, then y'all send me a stipulated order.
Absolutely. And they'll make sure that he qualifies. They'll run them and make sure that they can return it. So
Well, they would probably check if there's any type of one of those risk protection orders, or I don't know if there is or not. So just check with Marcia Weaver, and then if the sheriff's office doesn't have any need to keep it, send me an order.
I will. Thank you.
Okay?
That's it. Thank you. That's all I have with you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Riosti?
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Joseph Riowski for Kristen Douglas.
Kristen Douglas?
He's an inmate, 2023 CF 111.
All right.
He's charged with murder. He's present before the court, or at least he's back there. I've spoken with him. I'm working on getting up to speed and preparing for trial on this case. I'm like the 7th attorney that's been on this case.
All right, December 30th.
Also, Your Honor, I represent Anthony Miles, who was already present before the court previously. I have another case of his, 2020 CF 1370, which is a financial case. I'm not sure if that's the. His case has been previously continued to 12:30, and I'd ask that case also.
All right, 12:30. Okay,
Mr. Miles's case is closer to being resolved.
all right, thank you.
Before Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Any other private attorneys? All right, where's Mr. Gibbs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Still, have you got a case today?
Quite a few, if I may.
Let's take a 20-minute break.
Understood.
All rise, please.
Well, that's a look to see if anything changed there. You pulled this up.